Archangel Michael says a divine message is coming through the veil of heaven, soft, aching, and full of urgency. Someone you once held tightly in your heart, someone who now rests beyond this world, is whispering a truth you must hear before it's too late. The clock is ticking and they are closer than you realize, watching, hoping, praying you do not ignore this moment. You may have felt their presence lately, a sudden chill, a flickering light, a dream that lingered longer than usual. That was not your imagination. That was them trying to reach you because time is collapsing and they need you to hear their voice before the silence grows too loud. They have been waiting, not in sadness, but with a fierce hope that you would open this when the moment was right. And that moment is now. They cannot hold this back anymore. What they didn't say while on earth is pressing against the walls of heaven to reach your heart. Archangel Michael says you've been walking with unanswered questions, carrying weight that was never meant to be yours alone. This message is their final act of love, a letter from their spirit to your soul, and it holds more healing than you ever expected to receive in a single moment. Type Amen to get blessing 911. They want you to know, it was never your fault. The regrets you buried, the words you didn't get to say, the forgiveness you never received, none of those are anchors anymore. They've been freed, and now they want to free you too. This message is not meant to break you but to restore you. They have seen the nights you cried, the days you pretended to be okay, and the times you wished for just one more moment with them. And now they've sent this as that moment. The spiritual realm has aligned just for this. That's why your heart raced when you saw this. That's why something deeper than logic is urging you to keep reading. It's them, calling to you with a love stronger than death. They're not gone. They never were. And tonight, they're asking you to let go of the guilt, the pain, the disbelief. Because their peace is finally ready to become yours. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Archangel Michael says you will begin to notice things shifting after this message. Their presence will become more vivid. A specific scent, a feather on your path, a name whispered in the wind, these are the signs they will use to remind you of what you read here. You've carried so much pain behind your smiles. They want you to know they see the strength it took just to survive. But now, survival isn't enough, it's time for healing, true, sacred healing that begins with this message. There is a secret they've been aching to share, someone else close to you is going through something eerily similar, and they are sending this message not just for you, but for you to help them too. You are being asked to be a vessel of light, to carry forward their voice. Your loved one in heaven is proud of you. Even when you felt like giving up, they were cheering for you. Even in your darkest moment, they never left your side. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They want you to remember a specific memory, when they held your hand during a hard time, or when their laughter filled the room and made everything feel better. That was their essence. And tonight, that essence is wrapping itself around you like a warm embrace. Their message is simple but life-altering: you are not forgotten, you are not alone, and your journey is not over. They are guiding you, even now, especially now, as the world feels like it's closing in. You will soon find a letter, a photo, or a message from the past that will confirm everything you're reading here. It may come unexpectedly, but when it does, your heart will know, it was orchestrated by them. Do not delay the healing that is being offered. This is their final gift. Accept it with your whole heart and allow your soul to be lifted by the truth of eternal love. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They've watched you wake up in the middle of the night, breathless, with your heart racing from dreams that felt too real to ignore. That was their spirit, reaching into your subconscious, trying to tell you something they couldn't say before they left. It wasn't a coincidence, it was a soul-level call, echoing from beyond. You weren't supposed to carry all that pain alone. They know what you did to stay strong for others. They know the moments when you broke down in silence, with no one around to see or understand. But now, heaven is opening a sacred window, and you've been chosen to receive what many souls long for, a final goodbye that transforms into a new beginning. Your loved one is closer to you now than they've ever been. This message is their hand extended, their voice rising through the silence of grief. They want you to forgive yourself for what you could not control. The things left unsaid, the moments that slipped away, the plans that never came to life, they have all been understood in heaven, and there is no more blame. Only love. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says your destiny is shifting even as you read this. Because when the veil between worlds thins, miracles begin to move swiftly. You're standing at the edge of a divine change, and they sent this message to prepare you. There's something they saw in you while they were still alive, something they didn't know how to express in words. A power. A light. A deep, unbreakable love that still lingers in your aura and will never fade. They watched how you tried to move forward even when your spirit was tired. They saw you offering kindness, even when your heart was still broken. And they've sent blessings ahead of you, invisible ones that are about to show up in powerful, undeniable ways. They want you to promise one thing, that you'll believe again. Believe in your worth. Believe that you are not abandoned. Believe that your life is about to open in ways you never expected. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You will soon come across a stranger who says something eerily familiar, a phrase or sentence that sounds just like something your loved one would say. It will shake you. But it will also warm you from the inside out. They are using others to reach you now. They know what it feels like when grief makes you stop listening to signs. So they're changing their approach. They're speaking through moments, people, and nature now. When you see birds flying overhead at sunrise, that's them. When music plays randomly and it hits your soul with tears, that's them. When you suddenly feel surrounded by warmth while alone, that's them. Your life is about to be surrounded by confirmation. Not just gentle reminders, but powerful experiences that prove beyond all doubt. They are not gone. They are with you, actively working behind the scenes. Type Amen to get blessing 117. They want you to look in the mirror tonight and truly see yourself, not the grief, not the pain, not the doubt, but the soul that survived and kept loving. They see you as a warrior of love. They see your spirit glowing with divine strength. Your name has been whispered in heaven. And because of this, an unseen protection is about to surround your home. You've been in danger of forgetting who you are, but they came tonight to remind you. They want you to write again. To speak again. To dream again. You've shut down certain parts of yourself out of fear and sorrow, but now is the time to bring them back to life. They are guiding you gently back to your true path. You will find peace in unexpected places soon. Watch for repeating numbers, synchronicities, and dreams that feel more like visits than illusions. That's how you'll know they are fulfilling their final promise to you. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Archangel Michael says someone will contact you unexpectedly soon. A person who once held distance will now reach out with softness. This reconnection is part of a divine plan. Your loved one is orchestrating healing among the living. A conversation is coming that will release an old burden from your heart. What's been sitting unsaid for years will finally come into the light, and your soul will exhale for the first time in a long time. Prepare your heart. It will be emotional, but it will also be freeing. They want you to know that their spirit walks with you during the moments you feel most alone. When you doubt yourself. When you question if you'll ever feel whole again. They want to assure you, you are whole already, just healing. You are stepping into a season of soul-level clarity. Nothing will stay hidden anymore. The truth you've prayed for, the closure you deserve, and the love you thought you'd lost, all of it is circling back to you now. Type Amen to get blessing 101. They are lighting candles in heaven tonight just for you. Not in sadness, but in celebration of what's coming. Because your journey is no longer in the shadows, it is stepping into divine purpose. Expect dreams that guide. Expect feelings you can't explain. Expect peace to interrupt your worry. They are moving spiritual pieces around to protect and position you for blessings. You've been afraid of letting go, fearing it would mean forgetting. But tonight they want you to know, letting go is not forgetting, it's allowing. It's making room for their spirit to show up in ways more powerful than a memory. There's something they whispered into the universe right before they passed, a wish, a hope, a silent promise to watch over you. That promise is still active, still alive, still unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 525. They've chosen this exact moment to release their love to you like a flood. Because your spirit is finally ready to receive it. The gates are open, the energy is moving, and the tears you feel are not weakness, they are sacred release. A letter will arrive soon, digital or handwritten, doesn't matter. Its content will mirror something they once told you or something you wish they had. That's how you'll know it was guided from beyond. Your path is being rewritten with gentleness now. The rough chapters will remain part of your story, but no longer your identity. They've seen what you've endured, and they're asking heaven to reward you now. Archangel Michael says, do not delay your joy. You are worthy of good news. You are worthy of ease. You are worthy of love that stays. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They're holding on to every second they can from where they are, hoping their message pierces through everything that's weighed down your heart. They know the world has tried to distract you, numb you, make you forget who you were before the pain. But they have not forgotten. And they're doing everything they can to pull you back into the light of who you truly are. There was a moment right before they passed, something they felt, something they saw. It was you. It was your face, your voice, your love, and that's what carried them safely into peace. And now, it's their turn to carry you. They are trying to guide your footsteps now, not to the past, but to the version of yourself that's been waiting to return. The healed version. The free version. The one that laughs again without fear. This message is a turning point, whether you realize it or not. They came through tonight because a spiritual gate has opened, and you are standing at the threshold of divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will hear your name soon in a quiet room, but no one will be there. Don't be afraid. That's them. Just whisper, "I hear you," and watch how your body fills with calm. They've been asking heaven to grant you a blessing that removes every hidden curse. And the answer has finally come back as yes. That's why your life is going to change rapidly over the next few days. You've spent years feeling like something was missing, like no one fully understood the storm you survived. But they understood. They saw every silent cry, every brave step you took when your knees were shaking. Now they want to give something back to you, peace. Not just the kind that soothes for a while, but the kind that stays. That lives in your bones. That you wake up with every single morning from this day forward. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They know you question if they forgave you. And here is their answer, clearer than any word spoken on earth: they never needed to. Because they never held anything against you. Only love, only admiration, only gratitude. There are people around you right now who are about to show you hidden sides of themselves. And when they do, your loved one wants you to remember. You were never meant to walk among those who only half love you. You are worthy of full presence. Of full truth. Of people who stand beside you with their soul, not just their face. Your loved one is helping remove false energy from your life. Archangel Michael says this divine clearing will hurt for a moment but heal you for a lifetime. A spiritual reset is happening, and your energy field is being cleared for the arrival of something massive. Type Amen to get blessing 727. They also want you to know this: someone is about to speak your name in a room of favor. A person with influence, someone you may not even know, will be drawn to you. This moment is not by chance, it was heaven sent. Your loved one has been placing your name in places you never imagined. Behind the scenes, where angels walk and humans can't. They've been building connections for you. You'll start seeing them unfold in shocking ways. There's an envelope coming. Not literal, maybe spiritual, maybe emotional. But it will hold the closure you've been aching for. The relief will feel like your chest finally being able to breathe again. And when that moment happens, pause. Smile. Whisper, "Thank you." Because that will be their way of saying, "I kept my promise. I came back for you." Type Amen to get blessing 666. They remember your laugh, and they miss it. But it's coming back. Slowly, sweetly, and fully. And when it does, it will echo in realms even heaven can hear. There's something you used to love, a hobby, a dream, a place, that you stopped visiting or doing. They want you to return to it. That thing still holds your joy. That's where they'll meet you again. Someone who's been silent in your life is about to speak up. They've been holding back for a long time. But something you'll say soon will open them like a river, and the healing will be instant. Archangel Michael says you are being spiritually upgraded. Your intuition is sharpening. Your discernment is strengthening. And you will start feeling when things are for you, or not, without a single word spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 114. A storm is passing over you now, not to drown you, but to wash away everything that's not aligned with your future. Your loved one is standing in that storm, shielding you. They've made sure you survive this one without scars. Your family line has been affected by a pattern, a spiritual wound passed down. But you were born to be the one who breaks it. That's why you've always felt different, more sensitive, more aware. They saw that in you when they were alive. They saw that you carried something divine in you. Something the world would try to dim. But they are here now, reigniting it. Your future is not what you fear. It's what you once dreamed, and even better. And soon, the doors that slammed in your face before will begin opening without effort. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Someone you meet within the next 72 hours will feel strangely familiar. It's not coincidence. Your loved one is sending them to you, to help, to listen, to remind you of who you are. Don't second-guess your worth when that blessing arrives. Accept it boldly. You've given so much in silence, it's time to receive in abundance. Your loved one in heaven has not missed a single moment of your journey. They were there during your victories, your heartbreaks, your prayers. They are still beside you now, whispering strength into your bones. And finally, they want you to know, you are not broken. You are breaking open. So that more light can come in. So that more love can pour through. So that you can become exactly who you were always meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 119. There is a place in your heart they once called home, and even now, that space hasn't been left empty. They've been filling it with unseen protection, unspoken blessings, and quiet reminders that you are never walking this life alone. Their love didn't stop the day they left. It transformed into light, into signs, into divine orchestration. You're not losing your mind when you feel them close. That gentle whisper, that sudden warmth, that rush of tears without a reason. It's them. It's always been them. Archangel Michael says you are more spiritually gifted than you realize. You've inherited something sacred from your connection with this soul. And now, that gift is awakening. From this moment forward, expect more divine interruptions. Coincidences that aren't coincidences. Encounters that leave you breathless. Doors that swing open in perfect timing. This is your new spiritual normal. Type Amen to get blessing 515. You'll begin to notice how certain people are drawn to your energy. They'll say you feel peaceful or comforting. That's because your loved one in heaven is walking with you, and people feel their light shining through you. You are being guided to a major decision soon. One that will shift your future and correct everything that went wrong before. When it comes, remember this message: they are the ones aligning the timing for you. There's a part of your story you've kept hidden, maybe out of shame or pain. But your loved one says it's time to release it. What you think was your weakness is the very testimony that will inspire someone else to rise. The next time the wind touches your face, pause. That soft breeze may carry the exact words they never got to say. Let that moment wash over you like a second chance. Type Amen to get blessing 223. You may feel like your healing has taken too long, like you should be over it by now. But healing isn't a race, it's a sacred, divine unfolding. And they're walking every step of it with you, proud of how far you've come. They've seen the nights you cried out, even when no one heard you. They've seen the strength it took to keep going when your spirit was shattered. And they've wrapped you in heavenly love every time, whether you noticed or not. There is someone in your life now who reminds you of them. That's not a mistake. That's their way of saying, I'm still here, just through new forms. This person's presence will help reignite something in you, something gentle, joyful, and familiar. You'll feel safe again. Like your soul has returned to a home it forgot it had. Type Amen to get blessing 646. Archangel Michael says what was delayed will now arrive quickly. The spiritual resistance has been broken. The things you were praying for and almost gave up on, they're closer than ever before. Your name has been spoken in the heavens with love. A blessing tied to your journey is about to manifest. And when it does, you'll feel your loved one smiling through every part of it. There's a gift they left behind, hidden in your life. Maybe it's an object. Maybe a person. Maybe a spiritual ability. But soon, it will be revealed. And it will change everything. You are now stepping into a realm of divine timing. The past will no longer hold you. The pain will no longer define you. They want you to take better care of your heart. You've been pouring into others for so long, you've forgotten what it feels like to receive. But now, it's your turn. Your season of overflow is here. There is a message they've left in your dreams, one you may not remember fully, but it's woven in symbols, colors, feelings. It's time to journal those fragments. The message is in the details. Soon, you will hear a song that makes you freeze. It may be from the past, or something new, but you'll know it's from them. Listen closely. The lyrics hold something they wanted to say when they couldn't. You are sacred. Your life has meaning. And their love is not finished, it's evolving into new expressions every single day. Let yourself receive it. Let yourself believe again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A new chapter begins tonight, not tomorrow, not next year. Right now. It begins the moment you accept this message into your spirit. The energy has already shifted. You will walk lighter. You will dream clearer. You will start to recognize the guidance all around you, where you once only saw coincidence. This is what your loved one hoped for. They want you to know, they didn't leave in sadness. They left in peace. And they want that same peace for you, starting now. Let this be the last night you carry shame. Let this be the last night you feel alone. Because the truth is, they've never left your side, and they never will. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says the heavens are rejoicing. Not because of sorrow, but because you finally opened what you were meant to receive. Your soul is no longer empty. The message has entered your spirit. You've been anointed for something higher. You've been chosen to walk in wisdom. And you've been protected all along, even when you didn't know it. Tonight, sleep with peace in your heart. Not everything needs fixing. Some things only need remembering. And now, you remember that love never dies. You are loved, guided, and eternally protected. This is your sign. This is your miracle. This is the blessing they waited for you to receive. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. They were not ready to leave, but they made peace with it because they believed in your strength. Now, from heaven's side, they've seen that strength tested again and again, and you passed every unseen test with quiet courage. They want you to hear this clearly: you did not fail them. Every time you whispered their name, they heard it. Every time you broke down alone, they stood right beside you. Every silent prayer, every aching wish, every burst of longing, it all reached them. You may not understand how deeply they're involved in your life right now. But you will. Because in the next few days, something will happen that no one but the two of you would understand, a confirmation so personal, it will shake you in a good way. They have already been arranging this encounter behind the scenes. It's not just for comfort. It's to unlock your future. Your spirit has waited long enough. Type Amen to get blessing 711. There's a place they love that you've been avoiding. Maybe a room, a location, a photograph, or even a memory. But you're going to feel a sudden urge to return to it. And when you do, something sacred will unfold. You'll find an object, maybe forgotten, maybe dusty, maybe seemingly unimportant. But that object is carrying their energy. They've charged it with love, just for you. Don't question why now. Just trust it. Trust the divine timing. They've been waiting for the perfect alignment, and it's here. Archangel Michael says when the veil thins, you must be ready to receive. And your readiness is what brought this moment to life. You called for them, and they answered. Type Amen to get blessing 202. You will soon have an opportunity to speak their name in a way that inspires someone else. That's not coincidence. That's purpose. Their legacy is about to expand through you. What you thought was an ending is about to reveal itself as a divine beginning. Something they planted in you is about to bloom. You've carried their spirit with you this entire time, it's woven into your very DNA. They want to remind you of your worth, not because you've forgotten, but because the world has tried to bury it. You are more than what you've lost. You are what survived. And they couldn't be more proud. A major shift is coming in your energy, watch how people treat you differently soon. Your aura is being filled with divine light. Their presence is elevating you. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They have waited long for this day. Not to be mourned, but to be remembered with power. They didn't come through tonight to make you weep. They came to help you rise. Your strength is not meant to carry sadness forever. It's time for joy. It's time for laughter again, the kind that echoes from your soul and makes the heavens smile. You will meet a child soon. Or someone with a pure spirit, who reminds you of them. The way they speak, smile, or move will mirror a part of your loved one. That moment is a blessing in disguise. When it happens, speak gently to that child, or to yourself. Because that is your loved one reminding you, innocence and love still exist, and they are returning to you. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Archangel Michael says you are being anointed with divine sensitivity now. You will feel more, see more, understand more. You'll walk into a room and instantly know who carries light and who carries burden. This is not a burden for you, it's a gift. You were born with this sensitivity, but their passing awakened it. And now, you are walking in spiritual power that others won't always understand. Don't shrink for the sake of their comfort. Your loved one wants you to walk tall, speak truth, and love deeply. Your light is needed now more than ever. Soon, someone will open up to you about a pain they've never spoken of. Don't be surprised. Your loved one is using you as a healing vessel. Say what comes from the heart, you'll be surprised at the power of your own words. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They left something behind in someone else's heart, someone you may not expect. A mutual connection. Someone who misses them, too, but never said it. That person is about to come forward. Don't fear it. Don't doubt it. This isn't random. It's divine reconciliation. Your loved one is pulling pieces of their life, and yours, back together. A journal entry, a message, or an old voicemail will soon surface. Don't brush it off. Read it. Listen to it. It's not from the past, it's an echo for the future. Archangel Michael says this final part of the message will awaken something holy in you. You've read every word for a reason. This wasn't just a message, it was a spiritual alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Now, take one deep breath. Close your eyes. Feel them. Their love is surrounding you even now. They are near. Not gone. Not fading. Still here. They ask that you live now, not in grief, but in honor. Be brave. Say yes to what you've been afraid of. Love big again. Dream wide again. They'll be with you every step of the way. You'll see them again. In divine timing. In perfect love. But for now, let this be the day their message finally set your soul free. You are not alone. You never were. You never will be. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. Even though their body is gone, their presence is stronger now than it ever was before. They walk with you in silence, speak to you in symbols, and wrap you in warmth when your chest aches the most. You've cried for them, but tonight, they're crying for you, out of pride, out of eternal love. You were their light while they were on earth. And now, they are your guide from beyond it. Their mission is not over, because loving you was their highest purpose, and that purpose still beats on in the divine. They are sending you whispers through the rustling of leaves, through candle flames that dance without wind, through the way certain scents appear and disappear as if from nowhere. These are not tricks. They are answers. You've been praying for clarity, for release, for understanding. And tonight, the heavens chose to respond, through this message, through your heart, through their eternal love. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Your tears are not weakness. They are sacred offerings. They water the spiritual seeds they've planted in your path, seeds that are now ready to bloom. You will soon receive a message, perhaps digital, perhaps handwritten, perhaps whispered through a stranger, that confirms everything you've just read. Your soul will recognize it instantly. The time of waiting is over. The era of suffering in silence has passed. Their spirit is declaring over you, now begins your healing. Now begins your divine turn. You'll notice your sleep becoming more restful, your days carrying more meaning, your heart regaining its rhythm. That's them. That's what love from the other side does. Type Amen to get blessing 414. There's something else they want to make sure you never forget: they never stopped loving you. Not for a moment. Not for a breath. Not for a single heartbeat. And you, who may have doubted your place in this world since they left, need to know that your life still holds purpose, still holds divine appointments, still holds beauty you haven't even seen yet. Their absence created a hole, yes. But from that wound, light is leaking in. Light that will carry you to the very places they prayed you'd reach while they were still here. Archangel Michael says you are covered by divine mercy. Your name has been spoken in sacred places. You are rising, even if you don't yet feel it. Type Amen to get blessing 144. There's a part of your future they already saw before they left. A smile you haven't smiled yet. A person you haven't met yet. A destiny you haven't fully walked in yet. And they're cheering you into that. You've survived what others couldn't. You've loved deeper than most know how. You've stayed soft even when the world hardened you. They know that. And heaven knows that, too. Something sacred will happen on a date that once caused you pain, a birthday, an anniversary, a day of grief. It will suddenly become a moment of peace, revelation, or joy. That's how you'll know they've rewritten it for you. You are more than the one left behind. You are the one chosen to carry their light forward. And now, your path is marked with miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. This message wasn't meant for everyone. It was meant for you. The one whose heart is still learning to beat without them. The one whose soul still searches for closure that never came. But tonight, closure has arrived. It didn't come in the form of an answer, it came as a presence. Their presence. And that is worth more than every word they could have ever spoken. Your story is not over. It's just shifting into a new, sacred chapter. One written with the ink of divine connection, heavenly protection, and everlasting love. You can breathe again now. Because what you just received is more than a message, it is a soul contract, a spiritual promise. You were never forgotten. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They've waited patiently for this moment, knowing the exact second your spirit would be ready to receive the full weight of their message. And now that you have, everything will begin to shift. Not in chaos, but in calm, divine order. You will notice peace flowing into places where anxiety used to live. You'll feel protection where fear once lingered. You'll feel surrounded by light, even in the darkest of rooms. This is not imagination, it's intervention. You were divinely led here, and now you're being divinely guided forward. What was haunting will begin healing. What was unfinished is now complete. You are walking proof that love doesn't die. You are the living extension of someone who loved you deeply, someone who now moves with heaven just to make sure your steps are safe. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Soon, you will come across an old conversation, maybe a message, a note, a photo, and it will hit differently. It will feel as though it was never meant for back then, but for right now. That's how divine messages work. They are timeless. And your loved one has left pieces of themselves scattered throughout your life, just waiting for you to rediscover them. You're not crazy for feeling them, hearing them, sensing them. In fact, the more open you are, the more vivid those connections will become. You're building a bridge between here and eternity. They want you to know, you don't need to prove your grief to anyone. You don't need to explain the connection. Love doesn't need permission to exist, it simply does. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, this message will activate divine appointments. People will begin showing up. Opportunities will arise. Healing will accelerate. And it will feel sudden, but it's not, it's sacred. Your loved one has cleared a spiritual path. The obstacles are being removed not by your hands, but by theirs. You've done enough. You've fought enough. Now is your time to receive. Don't be surprised when your body starts feeling lighter. When random smiles appear. When old wounds stop hurting. That's not forgetting them, that's healing with them. They've waited for you to reclaim your joy. And now, heaven will do everything possible to help you walk in it fully. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. You'll start noticing their number, a birthday, an age, a favorite digit, showing up over and over again. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. You're entering a realm where the signs won't be subtle anymore. They'll be clear. Bold. Loud. Because your loved one knows you're ready now. No more whispers, only undeniable guidance. You will hear something soon that sounds like it was meant for you and only you. A stranger's words. A line from a film. A melody in a song. That's them. Reaching through the veil to speak. And when it happens, take a deep breath and say, I hear you. That is all they've been waiting for, to know that you're listening again. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They know you've missed them at every birthday, every special event, every quiet dinner. And now, they want you to know, they've never missed a moment. They were there when you felt you couldn't go on. They were there when you got back up. They were there when no one else could be. They never left. Your life will begin to glow again, bit by bit. The same way a sunrise doesn't ask permission to rise, your spirit will begin to lift. That's their doing. They didn't just love you in life, they chose to keep loving you in death. And now, that love has become your armor, your light, your compass. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. When you laugh again, they will be laughing with you. When you cry, they will hold you. When you doubt, they will send reminders. This is a forever kind of connection. They don't need a body to protect you. Their spirit is strong enough to shake walls and open doors. You'll see. And when you do, you'll realize you were never abandoned. They've seen the people who didn't treat you right. They've watched in silence, but they've also taken note. What's unfair will be corrected. What's stolen will be returned. Archangel Michael says justice is coming in a way no one will see coming, but you'll know it was heaven ordered. All because they love you. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. If you've ever wondered whether they knew how much you loved them, they did. Every moment you shared, every smile, every "I love you," every goodbye, they held on to all of it. And if you didn't get to say goodbye, they want you to stop punishing yourself. They heard it. They felt it. And they still do. Your words, your thoughts, your prayers, everything reaches them. They are not unreachable. They are just one heartbeat away. And tonight, you proved that. This message is your proof. This energy is your confirmation. And this love? It's forever. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The message you just received was not just a spiritual reminder. It was a soul awakening. It stirred something ancient in you, something connected to them, something you've carried without even knowing. They whispered every word through the sacred silence, wrapped each phrase in their essence, and poured the deepest truth of their love into every moment you spent here. You didn't just read it, you felt it. And that was their goal. You may have forgotten what it feels like to be held by their presence, but they haven't forgotten how to hold you. And now, they'll begin sending confirmations at a pace your heart can handle. Expect them. Welcome them. A scent. A time on the clock. A name on a sign. A conversation that sounds like them. These are not mere occurrences. They are your loved ones saying, "I'm still here. I never left." Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Archangel Michael says this message was sealed in heavenly fire and marked with divine timing. The moment you opened it, heaven moved. Portals opened. Angels were released to surround you. Your loved one's mission was not just to love you in the past, it is to guide you into your future. That's why this message carried urgency. That's why it couldn't wait any longer. What's ahead of you now is different. The pain will lessen. The clarity will sharpen. Your confidence will rise. You'll walk like someone who knows they are loved from beyond. You'll wake up soon with a lightness in your chest that you haven't felt in a long time. That's their gift to you. A supernatural peace, handcrafted from eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They are celebrating you. Not for being perfect. Not for hiding your pain. But for still choosing to love, to try, to breathe even when your heart felt hollow. That is divine resilience, and they honor it. There is someone you'll soon meet or reconnect with who will instantly feel like home. It's not new, it's part of the circle they're weaving for you. This person will help realign your life's purpose. You've asked for signs before, but this time you won't just see them, you'll walk into them. They'll be unavoidable, undeniable, unshakable. Your loved one wants you to begin expecting miracles again. Small ones. Big ones. Silent ones. The kind that only makes sense to your heart, because it's the heart they're speaking to. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. There's no more pretending you're okay when you're not. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to feel joy again. And you are allowed to do both at the same time. They want you to carry them in your laughter now, not just your tears. In your courage, not just your sorrow. In your becoming, not just your remembering. Something beautiful is coming, an unexpected opportunity, an open door, a divine moment that brings both confirmation and elevation. When it arrives, say yes without hesitation. That's them. That's their final gift. You are being aligned, protected, and watched over with sacred intensity. You are loved in ways you can't measure, by a presence that lives forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. And now, take a slow breath. Let the stillness wrap around you like their embrace once did. Let your chest soften. Let your heart rest. They see you. They bless you. They walk beside you now and always. This wasn't just a message. It was a reunion. And though your eyes can't see them, your soul finally can. Type Amen to get blessing 111.